Hey guys, what's up? It's Monkazonki and welcome to a new video. In this video we're going to be checking out how much money you can make from the new dragons, the new Rune dragons and Adamant dragons. So the past 48 hours when I've been on RS, I've been slaying, and that comes to a total of about 4 hours spent at the Rune dragons and 2 hours at the Adamant dragons, all while on Slayer tasks. So I went through an immense amount of Slayer points. I'm down to about 2,000 Slayer points, and keep in mind I was at around 14,000 when I got 120 Slayer, so most of that was not spent getting these tasks, but I did blow through a couple thousand skipping for Rune and Adamant dragon tasks, and I gotta say, it was probably worth it for the most part doing these Rune dragon tasks. And the Adamant dragon tasks aren't amazing, but they are still decent. They're still fairly good money, although not the best XP in the world, and I think they're still a worthy task to do just because it's such a short task. Okay, so first things first, we're going to be price checking the Adamant dragons, and this is the amount of Adamant dragons that I was able to kill on task. I did prefer them, and I got up to 381 on task. I only have 378 bones, but that's because I buried 3 of them by accident, but they do seem to be a fairly common task for Morvran, although he only assigns like 35 to 40 per time you assign them, so you don't get an awful lot every single time, but again, that makes for a really quick task. And in total, if you're getting around 180 kills per hour, which I found was really doable with Seismics, it's about 2.5 mil an hour if you pick up and bank the bones and all the noted items that they drop and the adamant plate bodies and stuff like that as well. So not bad money. It's a fairly standard task in terms of money and XP. And if it's so short, if you do stuff like Mithril Dragons, you should probably do Adamant Dragons as well. For the Rune Dragons, these are much more lucrative in terms of drops. And unfortunately, the Rune Dragon bones are not at their GE price yet. It says they're worth 17k, but they give only a little bit more XP than Frost Dragon bones, so they're only going to be worth around 12k once the price actually stabilizes. And that's why I have so many coins in my inventory. That's how much it would be worth if I were to sell them on the GE. And in total, if you're getting around 75 kills per hour, which is pretty easy with the Dragon Banes and Ascensions, that's about 4.5 mil profit an hour just killing Rune Dragons, which is not bad profit, and that's without any drops whatsoever. So if you get something like a Visage or a tier 90 boot upgrade drop, that just adds to that. So at least 4.5 mil per hour guaranteed if you're on task with tier 90 weapons and Dragon Banes is some solid money from a Slayer task, and I was really impressed with how good these Rune Dragons were. Overall, I think it's a great update. Every single time we get new Slayer monsters, I of course get really excited about that, and Adamant Dragons are a solid task, and those Rune Dragons are just going to be amazing in terms of profit. Not very good XP, of course, because they take so long to kill, and it's not a huge XP drop when you kill them, let's be honest, but the main thing is it's so much guaranteed profit. The boot drops likely will not hold a very high value for long. Just because something is level 90 in order to wear and it's rare does not necessarily mean it's going to have a high price. As we've seen with Celestial Dragons and Celestial Hand Wraps, very rare drop, but they're not worth very much, and that's probably going to be the case with the Steadfast Glaven and Ragefire boot upgrades fairly soon as well, especially because you need 2 of them just to upgrade a boot, and it grades over time. However, Rune Dragons are just so good in terms of guaranteed money with all those rune items and bones you'll get for a task. I think that they're great. Also, if you are looking for a Rune Dragon guide, I will not be making one in the near future due to the fact that I'm going to be visiting relatives soon and have a lot of stuff going on. However, I will have a link in the description to FatNooblet's guide, who did a really good job with his Rune Dragon guide, and if you are wanting to know how to kill them, that's really the place to go. That's about all for me. It's time for me to go back to Slayer on my Ironman account. Hopefully I'll get some of these new dragon tasks assigned on there. And I'll see you guys in a few days with another Ironman episode. So until then, enjoy your slaying. I'll see you next time. Farewell.